Sort of Nancy Drew meets customer service.
I am Deb Biggs Thomas from Library of Michigan. I am the coordinator for the Michigan E-Library, which is our state's online library.
I'm Tera Moon. I'm the business librarian at the Southfield Public Library, and I collect great business resources and then help people use them.
I'm Nicolette Sosulski. I am the business librarian at Portage District Library, and I work with emerging businesses, with job seekers, and with investment queries.
In Learning Express, they can find practice tests and tutorials, the actual tests that are in practice mode that they can take in order to be able to pass those exams with flying colors. But in addition to that, there's also a job search and workplace skills learning center in Learning Express where they can take tutorials on the whole job search process, which would include resume writing, interviewing, cover letters, as well as success on the job once they get it. So it's a hugely valuable tool that all Michigan residents can have access to.
The GED, which of course if you don't pass your GED, many doors are closed to you, and this has gotten me, this GED preparedness part of Learning Express has gotten me some very great feedback. I nearly had them put it on a comment card, but they had so many expletives on how blankety 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 awesome it was that I wasn't sure if we were going to put it in.
I don't know if we could use that in our publicity.
In the comment card. But the GED, the ACT that some people are now starting to look at as evidence that a person can learn the different skills that are required for a particular type of job. Commercial driver's license. You don't think of people, I mean, there are a lot of truck driving exams. You don't think of that as an exams kind of heavy profession, but there are approximately 6 or 7 tests that you have to pass, and we've got it for the CDL. For real estate, for the ASVAB,
nursing and allied health.
Nursing and allied health, the armed services one.
Yeah, that's the ASVAB for
the
military.
ASVABs for military. We have a lot of people who come in more and more in this economy looking for access to getting into the military, and they have to do well on the ASVAB. The SAT, the GRE,
all the graduate school exams. So if you're going on for advanced degrees, they're there.
So these are
civil service as well. Yeah.
Post office.
And it seems like every couple of months, more content is added to this database.
Plus, they have a whole collection of e-books available in PDF format, test prep as well as vocational prep books. So if you prefer that, or you would like to use that as a supplement, that's also available.
Or it was
in this
checked
database.
out at the library by your next door neighbor.
There you go, Nick. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I think there are a lot of ways that libraries support the community. Some things that come to mind first is providing that third space that we hear about in society. It's home and work, and then the community is a third space. So the library provides that space where it's free, it's open to everybody, so you can mix up with people that you wouldn't normally mix with. You have a space to go to where you have that quiet, contemplative atmosphere where you can really study, do your work, write your resume, write your cover letter. I think that's one of the biggest ways we support communities, is providing that space.
We also provide a stage, a platform for people in the community to become known. Our library has a lot of resources in this area. For example, local artists exhibit in our library, local poets read in our library, local musicians play in our library on Sundays, which sometimes gets the people who only want a very quiet library a little bit irked, but most people like it. We have a series of people from Buy Local coming in, so they're promoting local businesses. We have Fair Food Matters, which is sustainable food that may have a low carbon imprint, maybe self-produced, maybe foraged, that you can learn about. Learning about what comes to your table and is it from a Michigan farmer. We have, in recent economic hard times, we become more and more people's information and entertainment resource. People have given up subscriptions to Netflix. They have given up going to the movies as much, so they may come and check out movies or video games at our establishment. We did a program on staycations because a lot of people don't. They may have vacation time still, but that money for the cross-country trip is not there anymore. So how to make a vacation special when you're staying, or stay put when you thought you were going to perhaps buy another house, but you had to buy that other house, you had to sell the house that you've got, which isn't happening in this market. We had stay put. You're probably going to be in this house for a while. Here's some ways to fix it up so that it's the nicer house that you like without spending an arm and a leg. Well, come out and use your library. It's funny. Some of the things that can be frustrating is occasionally we know that there are people who have information needs and aren't thinking about us. And they'll come out, they won't come out necessarily to use the library. Just like anything else, utilization is something that we can use to demonstrate our use, our right to existence and funding. If you've already paid for the resource with your tax dollars, come out and explore and use it. See how it's a little bit different. See what it can do for you. Try us.
I can't say it any better.
Yeah, that was a good pitch, Nick.
Yes.
You know, and even if you're shy about walking through the doors, or you just don't want to do that, you know, you can still find your library on the internet. All libraries have their own websites, just like, you know, Mel has its website. And so start exploring that way if you're a bit shy about walking through the doors at first. But don't let that stop you, because there's so much more once you actually get in the doors. And you'll find that you might even want to join your library's friends group, and many libraries do have friends groups which fundraise for them to help their dollars stretch a bit farther in terms of buying materials for the collection, or even furniture or whatever other material needs a library might need other than what they're going to get from tax dollars.
Our summer reading program is almost entirely funded by our friends group, because that's one place where we can get the financial support for something that's very important in starting and supporting literacy in our students.
Which is certainly a cornerstone of all libraries, is that whole literacy piece from early childhood all the way through adults, because there's many adults who are struggling with that as well, and libraries are there to help too.
And once you've used us, be vocal about how much you love libraries and vote for millage proposals.
Good
And
point, Tera.
Talk to city officials and officials all the way up to the governor, and let those people know that libraries are vital, important parts of our community and our lives, and we need to be funded.
And tell us what you like and what you don't like, so that we can do the stuff we are doing well even better, and maybe redirect energies that aren't doing it for you.